Hi, I'm Joe, and this is an overview of Lineup Ninja. So, managing content can be quite messy. Content collection and speaker communication can be a real headache. Manually tracking who's provided their bio and headshot, completed their speaker agreement, or supplied their slides, and then chasing who hasn't can be a real time sink. And teams can struggle to collaborate because important information can be hidden in colleagues' email inboxes or WhatsApp chats or LinkedIn messages and so on. Agenda planning, particularly for multi-track events, can mean juggling sessions tracks, speakers' availability and accessibility needs, their resource requirements like reliable on-stage Wi-Fi, and then avoiding speaker clashes and matching sessions to theatre capacity. It can all quickly become quite chaotic and overwhelming. So instead of focusing on the attendee experience and curating the content flow, planners spend valuable brain power sweating over the details. And as much as we all love an agenda spreadsheet, they're not intelligent enough to be able to help. When you want to publish your agenda to the show website, your word-of-mouth marketing platform, matchmaking app, digital signage, and more, your agenda spreadsheet has to be copied and then reformatted to fit the templates needed to import your data into all those platforms. And you can spend a lot of time and money creating branded speaker assets, PowerPoint slides for your digital signage, and a printable agenda. And as soon as you publish them, your sponsors and speakers start finding mistakes or asking you to make changes. And this can happen again and again in the run-up to the event. So this all creates a few pain points. It's a lot of manual work. That work is time-consuming, and it consumes more and more time in the run-up to the show, precisely as all the other demands are increasing and the stress levels are rising. All that repetitive work increases the risk of human error, and errors like putting a speaker on two stages at the same time can annoy the speakers, disappoint attendees, and it can give you a reputation for a poorly organized event. And fundamentally, people are wasting their time on low-value tasks instead of focusing on delivering a compelling and differentiated visitor experience. And not only that, but key information is scattered across systems and files, and that makes collaboration hard, and that causes friction between colleagues and departments. There's no single source of truth, so it's hard to know exactly what the current situation is with the content. And multiple versions of the agenda means that it's easy for the website, the mobile app, and the signage to get out of sync, and that confuses visitors and annoys sponsors. All those files and systems create more surface area for hackers, and they make meeting your GDPR obligations harder. If a speaker asks you to erase their data, as is their right under GDPR, do you even know where it's stored? How long will it take you to comply with their request? Okay, so how does Lineup Ninja help? Well, it streamlines your content collection and speaker comms, makes agenda planning easier, and it takes the pain out of distributing your content to your visitors. Speakers interact with the event via a content portal, and in here they can fill in content submission forms, complete tasks, edit their speaker profile, see their scheduled sessions, and see important information about the event. And automated emails can remind them of upcoming deadlines and acknowledge completion of tasks and so on. Now, many shows have multiple streams or formats of content that can require different information and different processes. For example, the process for convening panels is going to be different to the process for recruiting VIP speakers. The process for coordinating paid-for product demo sessions is going to be different to a technical paper submission and review process. And awards and competitions, entry and judging processes are different again. Lineup Ninja allows you to configure your own workflows for these different types of content collection, each with their own process, their own forms, their own email templates, and even branding. And you can run as many different processes as you like per event. You can also create smaller one-off tasks like requesting headshots or slides, or asking speakers to confirm their session times, or complete a speaker agreement, and so on. You can also ask speakers to indicate their availability or tell you if they need specific resources, such as wheelchair access. Now, when you come to plan your agenda, Lineup Ninja will remember all those details, and as you drag and drop sessions onto your agenda planner, it will tell you, yes, this session can go in this slot, but not in that one, and here's why. When it comes to content distribution, Lineup Ninja takes the pain of all those import spreadsheets away. It includes its own agenda web app and digital signage solution, but we also have integrations with a large and growing number of other platforms. Once you've configured these endpoints, whether it's an integration or our own native application, you can then publish and republish as often as you like at the click of a button. And with filtering and embargoing, you have complete control over what gets published to where and when. And with scheduled publishing, you can push out all those last-minute changes to everywhere automatically in a synchronized manner without even having to lift a finger. So how does all that benefit you? Well, our clients are finding that they're saving days, even weeks of work. That's freeing them up to do a lot more with less. And with fewer mistakes, they're reinforcing their reputation for well-organized events. And they're able to concentrate on planning, delivering, and promoting truly unique experiences. The data is consolidated, which is aiding collaboration, reducing friction within and between teams. With a single source of truth, it's easier for everyone to know what the state of play is with the agenda. So, for example, the sales team can see which paid-for sessions are still available to sell to sponsors without having to bother the content team. And one-click publishing, instead of all those CSV imports, means that last-minute changes can be published to the website, mobile app, and signage in seconds. They all stay in sync, and there are far fewer files with users' data floating about in their systems. So that's a quick overview of what Lineup Ninja can do. For a more detailed look, we have some other videos on the website. And if you'd like to talk to someone to explore how it could meet your specific needs, please reach out to arrange a quick chat, consultation, or an in-depth demo. Thanks for watching. Good luck planning your events.